Welcome to the Advaita Vedanta lecture series. Today we will discuss about the living present. And remember, this discussion is between an aspirant, a student, and a master, a yogi. So, the student, as the questionnaire asks, as I can see, there's nothing wrong with my body, nor with my real being. Both are not of my making and not need to be improved upon. What has gone wrong is the inner body, call it mind, consciousness, antakarana, whatever the name. And the Maharaj responds, what do you consider to be wrong with your mind? The questionnaire asks, it is restless, greedy of the pleasant and afraid of the unpleasant. The Maharaja gives a detailed explanation. What is wrong with it seeking the pleasant and shirking the unpleasant? Between the banks of the pain and the pleasure, the river of life flows. It is only when the mind refuses to flow with life and gets stuck at the banks that it becomes a problem. By flowing with life, I mean acceptance. Letting come what comes and goes what goes. Desire not, fear not, observe the actual, as when it happens. For you are not what happens. You are to whom it happens. Ultimately, even the observer, you are not. You are the ultimate potentiality of which all embracing consciousness is the manifestation and expression. The questionnaire in all responds, yet between the body and the self there lies a cloud of thoughts and feelings, which neither serve the body nor the self. These thoughts and feelings are flimsy, transient, and meaningless. Mere mental dust that blinds and chokes, yet they are obscuring and destroying. The Master responds, surely the memory of an event cannot pass for the event itself, nor can the anticipation. There is something exceptional, unique about the present event, even the previous or the coming do not have. There is a livingness about it, an actuality. It stands as if it's illuminated. There is the last stamp of reality on the actual, which the past and the future do not have. The questionnaire asks the question, what gives the present the stamp of reality? And the Master responds, there's nothing peculiar in the present event to make it different from the past and the future. For a moment, the past was actual and the future will become so. What makes the present so different? Obviously, my presence. I am real, for I am always now in the present. What is with me now shares in my reality. Past is in the memory, the future is in imagination. There's nothing in the present, even itself, that makes it stand out as real. It may be some simple periodical occurrence, like the striking of the clock. In spite of our knowing that the successive strokes are identical, the present stroke is quite different from the previous one and the next, as remembered or expected. A thing focused in the now is with me, for I am ever present. It is my own reality that I impart to the ever present event. And the questioner asks, but we deal with things remembered as if they were real. The Master responds, we consider memories only when they come into the present. The forgotten is not counted until one is reminded, which implies bringing it into the now. Yes, I can see there is in the now some unknown factor that gives momentary reality to the transient actuality. The Master says, you need not say it is unknown, for you see it in constant operation. Since you were born, has it ever changed? Things and thoughts have been changing all the time, but the feelings that what is now is real has never changed, even in dream. The questionnaire then says, in deep sleep there is no experience of the present reality. The Master replies, the blankness of deep sleep is due entirely to the lack of specific memories, but a general memory of well-being is there. There is a difference in feeling when we say, I was deeply asleep from I was absent. The questionnaire asks, we shall repeat the question we begin with. Between life's source and life's expression, which is the body, there is the mind and its ever changeful states. The stream of mental state is endless, meaningless, and painful. Pain is the constant factor. What we shall call pleasure is but a gap, an interval between two painful states. Desire and fear are the weft and warp of living, are both made of pain. Our question is, can there be a happy mind? Desire is the memory of pleasure, the Master says, and fear is the memory of pain. Both make the mind restless. Moments of pleasure are merely gaps in the streams of pain. How can the mind be happy? That is true, the questioner says, we desire pleasure or expected pain. But there are moments of unexpected, unanticipated joy, pure joy, uncontaminated by desire, unsought, undeserved, God-given. The Master responds, still joy is joy only against a background of pain. The questioner says, is pain a cosmic fact or purely mental? Master replies, the universe is complete where there is incompleteness, where nothing lacks what can give pain. And the questioner says, the universe may be complete as a whole, but incomplete in details. The Master responds, a part of the whole seen in relation to the universe is also complete. Only when seen in isolation it becomes deficient, and thus a seat of pain, what makes for isolation. Limitations of the mind, of course. The mind cannot see the whole of the part. Master says, good enough. The mind, by its nature, divides and opposes. Can there be some other mind which unites and harmonizes, which sees the whole in the part and the part as the totality related to the whole? The other mind, where to look for it? In the going beyond the limiting, dividing, opposing mind, in ending the mental process as we know it. When this comes to an end, the mind is born. In that mind, the problem of joy and sorrow exists no longer. Now, as we know them as desirable and repugnant, it becomes rather a question of love and seeking expression and meeting with obstacles. The inclusive mind is love in action, battling against circumstances, initially frustrated, ultimately victorious. The question asks, between the spirit and the body, is it love that provides a bridge? The Master responds, what else? Mind creates the abyss, the heart crosses it. So we come to the end of today's lecture. So if you have any doubts, leave it in the comments. I'll be more than happy to reply. And let us spread the knowledge of Advaita Vedanta. So share this video with all people who are into yoga, spirituality, and meditation. So until my next video, it's bye-bye from Kish. Thank you.